give this one to Gronkowski. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
I got you. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady now on first down. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. These two teams all tied after one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Double dog. That's the way. No. Off. Cover. 53's Mike.
From the 31, Brady.
Watch the screen.
This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette from 10 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Suck up for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, me and you all day.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. The 20. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Green 80. 53, Mike. All you get is a headache. Joker.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are in great shape here.
Bitch can barely breathe, type shit. You feel me? Bitch, you sound like a hyena over there. Calm your ass down.
See, this is why you can't get a girl that likes attention, dude. This
No,
shit messy.
man, you can't.
It's sad, bro. But the problem is but the problem is, like, it's like, it's a lot of them. Right? It's not like, it used to be like, this is like, okay, but it's a lot of this. Man, see, that's why I like my girl. She does not like any attention. Bro, if you go on any chick photo, they got 50 photos of the same position, but they have a problem.
I'm glad my wife nigga about her business. She trying to get out the
Oh man, but the crazy thing is eventually they all look goofy at the end. Like when you be like, bro, like don't be chasing that. They don't listen. Then like,
Somebody can give me an old school banger. I'm a jump out to this King Bandit stuff, man.
Sorry for cussing.
this dude Envy is literally talking openly about how it sucked that he thought he was crushing his lady, but he wasn't, and they're having a red table room talk about it.
Bro, and then he cheated, and she made him feel bad for cheating.
She cheated with him?
No, he cheated on.
You know Erica Miller? He cheated on her with her. Well, before Erica blew up, when she was just like a chick in the hood.
Like it's Erica Miller.
Cheers! Shut the Philly!
Safari's ex?
Oh, how do you say her name? Erica.
Man, she got no racks on her. Don't get it twisted. Them things look nice.
Erica Mean.
Yeah.
And then he made her feel bad about it?
No, it was on, bro, you don't remember that? It was on the radio, bro. Okay, I'm gonna pull up and give you a clip. It was on the radio. He admitted to his wife he was cheating.
Oh, that's when he like put on a
No, yeah, when he was crying on the radio.
Was she with home the bar at the time, or was she left?
No, when she was at the house, and I think India got kicked out the house, and he was calling her to the house.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alabama. Mike 6. Pick it up.
Throwing now is Brady.
I got him.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check Mike 6.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from the 20. And the Bucs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the backer. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Dobbins trying the left side. Ooh, with a juke. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7-7, our score after 1. Second and 9. Fournette running out of the gun. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. Go Mike 40.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick.
I told y'all it was going to be a big one. I told y'all.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Alert! Mike 6. Mike 6. They not ready for this, man. They not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Ozzy.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. He completes it to Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's got this down to the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Mike 40.
Here's Brady to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
DC ready? 45, Mike, 45. You must be dreaming.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Lay down.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards. A 16-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Brady now on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Brady. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Succop's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yo. 45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Dobbins. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go. Right there. Right there. 50. I'm trying to collect.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 40 yards. And the Ravens have pretty the 4th quarter. I've heard we drop. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 39 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they can't bring him down. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59.
Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 32 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Boy, tie game, 1st quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game, they try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
I love your pops. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bound to lose one.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Seven, our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw with Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 30 on second down, Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Wait 20. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I'm going.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Touchdown! Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch rip.
51.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike, check.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On first down, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and I think the ball's out. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense in the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight
Again, it's Dillon.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want lean?
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.